This is episode 2 of our financial infidelity series. Again, financial infidelity is hiding financial information, financial transactions, and other important money matters from your spouse or any partner you are in a committed relationship with that involves handling of financial matters together. Ito ay isang uri ng pagtataksil. In this episode, we will discuss 10 signs that you are guilty of financial infidelity. Are you ready? Number 1, you hide your debts from your partner. Nangungutang ka, sikreto. Nako, sino sa inyo ang gumagawa niyan?
What is that? More debts you're hiding?
It's nothing, just work papers.
I saw the balance.
2, you hide your excessive expenditures from your partner. Sino sa inyo dyan yung nagsha-shopping tapos pag uwi ng bahay, tatago kagad lahat yung mga pamilya niya? Financial infidelity yan.
I can't let my partner know about all this.
Number 3, you lie about the use of family money.
I used that money for the house repairs, just like we discussed.
But the contract says the bill is lower.
He was wrong.
4, you siphon money from family accounts to other parties prior to your spouse's consent or notice man lang. Biglang kung saan-saan na pupunta yung mga pera, lalo na ngayon, online na lang tayo. Mas madali nang gawin. 5, you make big-ticket expenditures that may affect your family's financial condition without the consent of your partner. Sige ng bira ng mga magalaking gastusin.
I got the new iPhone 17 Pro Max.
You did what? Without asking me?
It was a great deal.
6, you lie about your income. Note that this may be in the form of understating your income or also lying about losing your source of income. Financial infidelity rin yun.
I have to tell you something. I lost my job. The income is gone. I'm sorry. I didn't know how to tell you.
7, you lend large amounts of money without the consent of your partner.
You lent large amounts of the money without my consent?
They were desperate. I had to help.
Without even asking me? That's our money.
I'm sorry.
8, you hide your bank accounts and credit card debts from your partner.
Wait, don't come in yet.
What are you hiding?
It's nothing, just work stuff.
Let me see.
9, you sell family assets without the consent of your partner.
I sold the family assets.
You did what without asking me?
I had to. We needed the money.
And 10, you pawn, sinasangla, family assets without the consent of your partner.
I pawned the jewelry. We needed the money.
You did what without asking me?
I had to. The bills were piling up.
So, out of the 10, what is your score? 1 over 10, 2 over 10, 5 over 10, may 10 over 10 ba dyan? Okay, let me also make it clear. If you signed a prenuptial agreement, pwede kang ma-exempt sa iba kagaya nung selling an asset that you solely own. Or if you are probably in an abusive relationship at dahil sa kasabaang palad, wala kang naitabi para sa sarili mo. That's why you're now setting aside money secretly. Baka pwede na yan. Dahil for survival ito Pero ito ay isang symptom ng mas malalim na problema na kailangang pag-usapan. But, if you are not in any of these situations at wala naman kayong pinag-usapan na magkakanya-kanyahan kayo tungkol sa paghawak ng pera, there has to be full disclosure and understanding about your assets. And if you checked any of the 10, you have to be careful. Nagtataksil ka na rin. Just like any form of pagtataksil or infidelity, it usually starts with one innocent and seemingly safe action with no intention of hurting the loved one. Parang a simple coffee with an ex without informing your partner or yung mga pa-like, pa-heart sa mga social media posts. Then mamaya may mga secret messages na. This may lead to a full-blown affair, di ba? So inasmuch as that may lead to a full-blown affair, a premature purchase of a luxury item, using your credit card debt without even informing your honey can lead to a full-blown financial infidelity. In fact, even the noble act of helping your relatives and friends through outright giving or nagpapautang kayo without the consent or knowledge of your spouse may eventually result into a full-blown financial infidelity. So remember this, money secrecy is rarely about money. It's about fear. It's about power. It's about safety. High financial intelligence means we don't hide to survive. We design to thrive. For our third episode of this financial infidelity series, we will talk about how to avoid financial infidelity. This has been Rose Fres Fausto, your FQ mom, wishing you all a high FQ.